Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to another video. My name is Shaheen Manjezi. For those of you who don't know me, on this channel I talk about the realizations I have in my life and just all the different insights I have. It's all about love and connection and manifesting your ideal reality and how to use your imagination to consciously create your reality. So that's what we talk about over here. And, a lot of times, like this week, I just want to share the lessons that I've been learning in the past couple weeks just about life in general. Because we're here to learn about life and we're here to learn about how to use our imagination, how to master our mind. So, this video I think is probably going to be one of the most beneficial videos for people who have been taken advantage of in their lives. And you're only going to ever be taken advantage of in your life because that's the state of consciousness that you're in. So, this video is about, I'm titling this video, The Power of Saying No and Setting Boundaries in Your Relationships. And this is something that I've had to learn, very recently, the hard way, because I'll share the story with you guys and, kind of tell you the lesson. Okay, so little backstory. Me and my friend, we produce together, we produce music together, we perform together, we put on events together. And earlier this year, we started going to open mics to meet other artists and kind of just be in the scene, network, and do things like that. We met a girl who we really had a connection with, we vibed with. We invited her over to the studio, and we made a song together that day, and the energy was good, the connection was good. We had a lot of fun creatively, and it was great. We hit it off great. And our initial vision, me and my friend, our initial vision was to sort of produce songs for her. She didn't really have that skill of producing. So we had this vision of, we can write songs with her, even co-write songs with her, and then we can produce songs with her. And then possibly, she had a very unique voice, very talented, get those songs synced into media, digital media, because she had a very unique sound that people really resonated with and vibed with. And whenever we shared, the song that we made together with other people, it was a hit. People loved it. So, long story short, we played a couple showcases with her. At the time we were playing shows, and we invited her up to play with us, and we did some songs together, and it was fantastic. People loved her. People loved the music, and it was great. One day she randomly messages us out of the blue, and she says, "Hey guys, I booked us a show, on this date and this venue, and it's booked, and you guys will play with me." And we thought it was kind of strange that she had booked a show because she hadn't consulted us first, and we thought that was kind of weird that she didn't check in with us first if we were available, because we both are pretty busy people. But we happened to have that day open, so we're like, okay, that's fine. Yeah, we could do that. So we scheduled that show, and then she started texting us, hey, or called us. She started communicating back and forth, and she's like, hey, I have all these songs that I want you guys to learn, and she had this list of songs and the Google Doc and choreography that she wanted us to do, and sort of clothes that she wanted us to wear. And I didn't really say anything. I didn't know what to say there. It all kind of came out of nowhere. I didn't expect, this to happen. But I just went along with it. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll learn some of these songs, and okay. And so that's what we did. We scheduled a couple practices with each other, and the practices just turned into her just teaching us her songs. And there were a few songs that we didn't really, me and my friend, we didn't really naturally vibe with. It wasn't really our style of music. But regardless, we learned the songs, and come the day of the show, we play the show, and the show was actually pretty good. It was actually a success, and people loved it, and it was great. But after that show, she, continued forth, and she said, "Yeah, now I want to play here, and I want you guys to learn these songs." And that's when I realized that we were being bossed around by this girl. We weren't getting paid for the practice sessions, going out, and we live quite a ways away from her. We live about, a 50-minute to an hour drive away from her. And, we were spending this time traveling to go to her place, learning these songs that weren't really our style. We weren't getting paid for the practices. And the show that we played was a showcase. We didn't get paid for that either. We did make tip money, which was nice, but we were spending a lot of our time and energy for this girl, and ultimately we realized, like, wow, we're taking out a lot of our time to support this girl, and now as a result, that was taking time out of our own projects and the events that we were throwing and all that. So it actually kind of set us back with our own personal goals and our own, the things that we were doing for the community events that we were putting on. It actually set us back, kind of hindered us, and kind of, in a way, lowered our energy. And I've just made a video about following your strongest energy. I just released that yesterday. So the moral of the story here is, when we sensed that something was off, we should have just said no. We should have just said no. And I think what kept us from saying no was that we really liked making music with her, and we didn't want to offend her, and we didn't want to lose her as an artist. But that ultimately came out of a space of scarcity, because me and my friend, we had a chat about it, and we said, look, our original vision of working with this girl was, we're going to write songs with her, produce the music for her, get it recorded, get it mixed, get it mastered, and then eventually get it synced into digital media. But that quickly deteriorated into us just being sort of her slaves and learning her songs, having to figure out how to play her songs, and then, driving out and practicing her songs, and then going and playing shows. And, it took a lot of our time. It took a lot of our energy. So, we realized, like, that relationship is not going to work. That's not how we want it to be. And it was a very powerful lesson in the power of saying no. The first time she told us to play some songs, that we weren't vibing with, we could have just said no. And we could have had this conversation with her a long time ago and saved a lot of time. But ultimately, you're only going to manifest your reality based off your state of consciousness. That's where our state of consciousness was at that time. And now we are obviously aware that, we need to say no, because we only have and this applies to all of us, we only have so much time in our day, in our week, in our month. And we need to really be clear on what it is that we're manifesting, what it is that we desire most, and make sure that we're putting our full attention, energy, and effort on manifesting. Well, I don't want to use the word effort, because manifestation shouldn't require effort, but it will require action, and it will require nurturing and focus and attention at times. So, you want to make sure that in your life, you're clear on what it is that you desire. You're clear on what it is that you're manifesting, what your goals are, what you're working toward. And really, ultimately, you want to look at your time as an investment. Every single moment, the present moment, is an investment. Okay? So if that's true, if every single moment's an investment, you have to ask yourself, what am I investing in on a moment-to-moment basis? Am I investing in my own dreams and my goals and the life and the reality that I'd like to live in? Or are other people pulling me out of my dreams, my goals, and the reality that I want to live in, and using me as a slave to build their dreams? Okay, and that is such an important lesson, especially for people who are, working jobs that they don't like. If you're working at a job that you don't like, then that this is probably happening to you. Instead of, if you're going to a job, a 9-to-5 job that you don't like, it's a difference between you working at a 9-to-5 job that gives you energy, that adds value to your life and the life around you, and you feel like you're contributing and you love your job. That's different. Okay, if you're going to your 9-to-5 job and you love doing that, then that's beautiful. Continue doing that. But if you're going to a 9-to-5 job and you're not happy there, and that's not really something that you want to be doing, and you're only doing it for the money, then essentially what's happening is there's a majority of your time, and the word time is synonymous with the word life. You're spending a majority of your life working towards being a slave to someone else's dreams and their ideal reality, instead of putting a majority of your time and life into your own dreams and the reality that you'd like to manifest. So it's very important to set boundaries with people. I can't emphasize this enough, to set boundaries with people. The only way you're going to really know what those boundaries are is to be clear on what it is that you want, what it is that you desire, what goals that you have, and ultimately, what makes you happiest, what gives you the strongest energy. That's the core of it. You have to know what really gives you life, what really makes you feel as good as possible. The things that make you feel as good as possible, the things that give you the strongest energy, those are the things that you should be placing most of your focus, energy, and attention on. And when someone comes into your reality and tries to pull you out of that, you need to set the boundary with them and say, no, this is where I put my life. I'm putting my life into this. And I want to make it clear that this is the most important thing to me. And if you don't respect that, you can leave. Okay? You'll find that once you become clear on setting boundaries with people, when they ask you to do something, hey, can you do me this favor? For example, like I have even something that happened today. Like I have me and my friends were throwing an event, an underground dance party that's coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be DJing, and I'm hosting and producing the event. It takes time to do that. People are texting me today, hey, you want to go salsa dancing on Thursday? Hey, you want to do this on Friday? What's my strongest energy? My strongest energy, the thing that makes me happiest in life, is creating community events, bringing people together, connecting them together, and then giving them an experience, a transcendental experience. That's what gives me the greatest joy. That's what gives me the greatest happiness. So when someone comes and asks me, hey, you want to go salsa dancing on Thursday? Hey, you want to go to dinner on Friday? When I know that that's the time that I'm supposed to be practicing my DJ set, that's the time where I'm supposed to be meeting up with everyone else in the team and coordinating what we're going to do, what's the action plans and everything that needs to be done for that event that we're throwing. It's clear to me that when someone asks me, hey, you want to go salsa dancing? No, sorry, I don't have time for that. Friday night, someone comes, hey, you want to go to dinner? No, sorry, I don't have time for that. It's a clear-cut, easy way to make decisions and set boundaries. And then when you do this enough, people will just know. They won't even ask you anymore. They'll just know how you work, how you operate, what your boundaries are, and the type of life that you want to live. They know already. They don't even have to ask. So really powerful, important lesson. I highly recommend that you just get clear on what your strongest energy, what gives you the most energy, what makes you feel the best, what activities, what really makes you tick in life. Get clear on that and put most of your energy, focus, and attention on that. When someone comes into your reality and tries to pull you out of that, set the boundary with them. Say no. Use the word no, the most powerful word in the English language, and create that sort of essentially, the building blocks, the fence for your reality is the word no. That's the building block of your reality. When other people try to come and change it, no. This is my reality. I'm the God of my own reality. So you need to use that word and get used to using it. So that's really my message, my lesson for you guys today. And I really hope that you guys can, for those of you who need to hear this, you can start implementing it into your life. Use the word no. Use the word no. Everybody, like, if you're not stern with your reality and how you like things to be and, what your heaven is, dude, people are going to come to you and they're going to use you for their reality, okay? And for their heaven. And frankly, they won't really care. You're just going to become a slave to someone else's dreams. So you need to be clear on your dreams. You need to be clear on what makes you happiest. You need to be clear on what gives you the strongest energy. And once you're clear on that, it'll be really easy when someone tries to come and pull you out. You can say, no, sorry, you set the boundary, boom. And that's done. It's dealt with. Very important thing to learn, especially earlier in life rather than later. And that's really my main message for this video. So thank you very, very much for tuning into this video. If you like this content, go ahead, like it, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and I'll see you in the next one.